Good morning. There's always a little moment here as I start the live stream. Let's tuck in that shirt. Um, Here we go, my friends. Welcome to Morning Poems and Prayers. It is a rockin' day in my little movie out there in the big world. Things are happening. Let's take a moment. You're very welcome. It's Wednesday, the 10th of September, 2025. Let's take a moment and just get very centered together. I'm going to start here with Maravati, which one of my favorite teachers, Addie Lamborn, tells us that this is from the Divine Mother, from the Goddess. And it is a new song that was created for the new earth, and it is to help us tune into the energies of the new earth. If you want to, you can pray and hold your highest intention into a glass of water while you do this. I'll do that. I can manage that much this morning. Let's get in the habit. Let's do what we can, with what we have. And I'm saying to myself as much as anyone else. And so I'm going to hold the intention of the new earth, of unity consciousness, of love, peace, happiness, joy, abundance, healing in the water. And then later I'm going to either drink it down or put it out in nature. But we'll start with this sacred song. It's about 6 minutes. we go. So yeah, that's a beautiful gift. Thank you. Maravati, the New Earth Song of Complete Ascension. Kristen Hoffman. I'll post that on my page there so you have it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. MPP 10/9/2025. Well, we had our 999 yesterday, and were things ever happening out in the big world? Let me pray in, though, before I get lost in the current events. Bibbidi bobbidi boop. Spectacular day out there today, thank you, God. Beautiful, beautiful morning here in Ireland. And great to be here with you. I'll be here for the next hour. This is Wednesday, as I say, 10th of September. Blue sky and sunshine. Can't beat it with a stick. Let's pray in, my friends. Here we go. Go ahead and close your eyes, turn within, take a deep breath if you like. Or please read along with me and speak the prayer with me. I'd be very grateful either way. Grateful for your time and attention. O cosmic birther of all radiance and vibration, soften the ground of our being and carve out a space within us where your presence can abide. Fill us with your creativity so that we may be empowered to bear the fruit of your mission. Let each of our actions bear fruit in accordance with our desire. Endow us with the wisdom to produce and share what each being needs to grow and flourish. Untie the tangled threads of destiny that bind us as we release others from the entanglement of past mistakes. Do not let us be seduced by that which would divert us from our true purpose, but illuminate the opportunities of the present moment. For you are the ground and the fruitful vision, the birth, power, and fulfillment, as all is gathered and made whole once again. We give thanks, we let it be. It is so, and so it is. I am my I am presence, and I am one with my Father, Mother, God. I am also one with the I am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth, the entire company of heaven, the angelic kingdom, the elemental kingdom, and Gaia, Mother Earth. I give heartfelt and sincere thanks for the sacred gift of my life and of life itself. I ask my I am presence to consecrate every thought, word, feeling, and action which I express throughout this day, with more love and more light for myself and my world. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sorrow, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are forgiven, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. I am the open door for the violet flame. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity, as one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love. We invoke the most intensified frequencies of the fifth dimensional, crystalline, solar, violet flame of God's infinite perfection that cosmic law will allow. Beloved Saint Germain and your legions of fifth dimensional violet flame archangels, we ask that you blaze, blaze, blaze this violet flame with the power and might of 1,000 suns in, through, and around every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, and belief that humanity has ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that is reflecting anything less than heaven on earth. Transmute this energy, cause, core, effect, record, and memory, back into its original perfection, and seal it in an invincible force field of God's comprehensive divine love. We accept that this activity of light is being God victoriously accomplished, even as we call. We also accept and know that this violet flame is increasing daily and hourly, moment by moment, with every single breath we take, until this sweet earth and all her life have ascended into the fifth dimensional crystalline solar realms of light on the new earth. And so it is, beloved I am, beloved I am, beloved I am. Take a deep breath. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, what's happening in the world? My goodness, where do we begin? So we just had the 999 yesterday, and there it is. And a few things happened over the last day or two. There's a revolution in Nepal. The citizens were banned from using their social media, and in response to that, they've thrown the prime minister out and burnt the seat of government. 1900, yeah, about 120-year-old building that was the center of government in Nepal, and the government has collapsed, simply put. And there's that. The prime ministers of Japan, France, Thailand, as well as Nepal, they've all resigned. Yeah, you might not be aware of all these little details. So I think the spaghetti is hitting the fans, my friends. Yeah, and then for the Maha folks, which includes myself, the pro health, pro truth movement behind Bobby Kennedy Jr. and Children's Health Defense Fund and the High Wire. We had a big day yesterday, and actually that was preceded, I'll tell you about that in a moment, but that was preceded by Naomi Wolf giving 3 hours at the European Parliament under the sponsorship of Christine Anderson, talking about Pfizer and vaccines and all of that. Naomi Wolf, who ran a research group to study the Pfizer papers that were originally asked to be kept secret for 75 years, and they sued and got the papers, and she had about 2,000 or 3,000 researchers pore over the documents for about a year, and then they came up with the results, and they were pretty shocking. So she talked about that for 3 hours at the EU, and then yesterday, Aaron Siri testified in the Senate that I guess it's a Henry Ford clinic, university, something like this in America, had conducted a study in 1999 comparing the health of vaccinated to unvaccinated people, and it was a shocking testament to the fact that vaccines are poison, and there it is, I've said it, and that the unvaccinated are by a country mile healthier than people that are vaccinated in every area. So that was hidden, and that's coming out now in the form of a documentary which gets released next month, called An Inconvenient Study. But Aaron Siri read this into the record yesterday in the Senate with Ron Johnson. So it's been quite a few days, quite a few eventful days. Here we have Pars Kute, 999 energy. So whichever side of the fence you're on any of those issues, things are definitely happening. And this is the eclipse season, of course. The blood moon lunar eclipse on Saturday and the 999 and into the solar eclipse before the equinox. Hars says we have now entered a very powerful 999 portal, an energetic gateway that comes only every 9 years. This powerful portal is an invitation to clear space in our lives. Endings are not something to fear, but they are sacred transitions, preparing us for renewal and new beginnings. We are guided to let go of all old attachments, old programming, old belief systems, and what's leaving now is creating room for something far greater than we have imagined. I think I've read this before. The message of the 999 portal is clear: release, surrender, and rise. This is our moment to close the old chapter and set up into the next level of our journey with clarity and grace. Enjoy your very powerful 999 portal energies, dear ones, where everything changes in a positive and magical way, with infinite divine source intelligence of pure love. Pars Kute. All right. So there's that. Yes. So are you getting the picture? Things are swirling and stirring. So this is Addie's suggestion to us to work with the magic of these energies. And of course, I've been listening to Patricia's latest, which, as I've mentioned here a few times, started 9 years ago. Patricia Cota-Robles' Era of Peace weekly vlogs. And she did about 360 weekly vlogs in a row, and then this year started a new count, and with the new energies, and we're at number 88, and this we will play again here today because it is an incredible transmission. I'm blessed to be in Addie Lambourne's Green Tara Circle. You can join that for all of €12 a month, and she's coming on tonight to do a live for the people in the circle. So that's a blessing as well. So check that out. If you want more information, just let me know. Tonight is also at 8:30 my LifeWave Zoom, weekly Zoom with my team from Australia, or in Australia, Tim and Eds. Tim is Irish, Eds is Filipino, and they are the ones that introduced me to the LifeWave stem cell patch. I'm going to throw an ad here at you before we're done today, just so you get the vibe of the thing, but that is beginning to take off. I did a little live last week, did a little live last week about all of this. It was 4 minutes long, and it's been seen over 430 times, 438 or something like that. So clearly, what I'm talking about is of interest to people. So I would ask you to take a little time out of your busy schedule and hear what we have to say about this. It's more than you can share in a few moments, but about a 30-minute presentation and then time afterwards for Q&A will do you. And you'll be ever so glad you did. So here, I'm going to just will I throw that in now? Let's throw that in now. Why not? With your indulgence.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things. Like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy. For for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.
There you go. Okay. Thank you. My goal these days is trying to put all my eggs in one basket here. Everything works together for good. Ali Ray, thank you for that. So tonight, 8:30, live on Zoom. The links are on my page, or you can go to LifeWave Team Ireland, which I've created to talk about all these things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a miracle. Yeah, I heard just a brilliant testimonial yesterday. All right, and I hear this all the time. Ali Ray, no matter the thoughts, no matter the struggles, no matter the confusion, no matter the shoulds, oughts, and musts, no matter at all, only this. Within you a light shines. Your heart is calling you home to love. Go now. Discover this. Keep going, beautiful, brave hearts. With every sacred breath and step, love is leading you home. Surrender to this grand adventure of love. I so love you. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. Art by Soulshine Alley. Beautiful. Okay, she's writing the poems. She's bringing the medicine. She's making the art. Okay, that's the LifeWave thing for tonight, yeah? Your beauty is your ability to love and your ability to forgive. Lazarus. I was on the Course in Miracles this morning with Mia and the group there. And what is our thing from the Course today? Boom, boom, boom. Here we go. This is Abraham. Here's the Course, yeah? Nothing I see means anything. I have given what I see all the meaning it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I am never upset for the reason I think. So what the Course does is it helps you take your power back from the illusions of separation. This was the quote that I put at the top of Morning Poems and Prayers yesterday from Vero Dugast, who I think is Marianne Dugast. Everything that is unfolding is working for the divine plan, for the greater good of all, and everything is in perfect alignment with divine source. That's the Course in Miracles right there, my friends. Yeah? The illusions of separation make way for the truth of who we truly are. Here's one from Standing Bear, who's coming back to Ireland, very good, in a few weeks to do more work with us here. Hidden fact: food has a frequency. Ultra-processed foods are between 0 to 5 megahertz. Organic foods are between 50 to 160. Superfoods and heirloom plants are at 160 to 210. Nutramedicinal substances like herbs, Irish moss, shilajit, and medicinal mushrooms are between 210 and 320. Consuming these high-frequency substances have been regarded by yogis and monks as a way to raise your own frequency, which can result in heightened consciousness, vitality, higher thought forms, and stronger intuition. Our buddy, fasting is also a way to do that. I'm sure you know. Our buddy Jason Shirka was just is in the middle of 3 weeks of fasting, I believe. I think he's at about day 18 or 19. Here is Abraham for today. It is your rules that make unlawful beings. You would get along better if you would just trust each other to treat each other appropriately, but you don't. So you keep making laws until you make criminals of everyone. Well, there it is, my friends. Yeah? Boom, boom, boom. The greatest question of our time. Here's Chief Phil Lane for today. Grandfather Phil. The greatest question of our time is how to bring peace to Mother Earth. This peace will not come until women and men walk in full equality. For it is our mothers who carry us first in the womb, who endure the pain of our birth, who give their strength and love through sleepless nights and anxious days. They are the first teachers, shaping our hearts and guiding our steps. How can a mother who has poured her life into raising a child for 20 years ever consent to see that child thrown into the fires of war? Our mothers will never be satisfied with war, for they know more deeply than any the sacredness of life. Let us honor our beautiful mothers, walk beside them, and cherish their daughters, for through them the path of peace will be made clear. Only with mothers leading will the human family heal and the circle of war be broken forever. Ahom Batakwe Asen. Take a breath into that. Chief Phil, my friends. What a beautiful soul. What a deep, deep soul. So Ali is also remembering 2 years ago, there was the tragic fire in Lahaina. I think about 120 people died in that, if I remember correctly. But it was really the beginning of a new chapter of the spiritual war between the light and the dark. And since then, we've had Asheville, North Carolina, destroyed by a hurricane. And this year, of course, Malibu and the Pacific Palisades and Altadena, destroyed by fires that there are no rational explanations for the ferocity and the neglect that caused this to happen. And people are finding it very hard to rebuild in their homes, and the property is being sold, etc. You know, so you know the picture. Aloha Hawaii, aloha Lahaina, aloha Kula, aloha Maui, aloha Ohana, aloha Aina, aloha Ke Akuya, aloha always. I've been to Maui. I think we drove through Lahaina on my trip to Maui. I'm not positive about that, but it was a truly beautiful place, and it has yet to be rebuilt, and the people are still fighting for their land. Charlotte Emily Rose, caves in Kong, County Mayo. Kong is where The Quiet Man was filmed, the John Wayne, Maureen O'Hara classic John Ford did back in the day. She says to arrive at these magnificent caves, in which, here, let's do it this way. Boom. Okay. View post. Can I read it? Yes. Okay, well, we'll do it this way. To arrive at these magnificent caves, in which there are springs of primary water and pristine primary waters of pure consciousness, dripping through the rocks within the womb space of Mother, is a rich, rich journey. Symbolic of it are the many doorways you pass through en route, from highly ornate carved limestone arches to begin, to greet kings upon doors at the end of long bridges. Ever deeper you go until the obvious doorways are no more, and barefoot you walk through the woods until you're on your knees crawling into caves, deeper and deeper into nature, until you arrive at the queendom of heaven, deep in the womb of Mother Earth, her womb waters in the rebirthing into the queendom of heaven. Heaven is on earth, and within earth, and we journey ever deeper through all the layers into our hearts and our own living waters of all life. We sat within the caves, within her womb, in wonder, singing songs to the waters of life, with love and gratitude pulsing through our beings in the heartbeat of all that is. Take a deep breath. Our Lady of the Wells, Charlotte Emily Rose, bless your heart, sweetheart. Charlotte and Carolyn do all this great work together. Yeah? Give you this. Let's do a little slideshow. Beautiful.
And the super correctly, we put 3 that way, and then
Wow. There you go. Thank you, Charlotte. Bless you. Okay. So let's do Patricia. What do you say? There's Stefan giving us the latest wobbles from Mother Earth. And here we go, my friends. So this is 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes co-creating the divine matrix for communication with our I Am presence. This dropped the day before the 999. And this is our homework assignment for this week. And it's a blessing. Great to share it with you. Here we go.
Through the unprecedented collaboration of awakening humanity and the beings of light in the realms of illumined truth, humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth have ascended up the spiral of evolution into frequencies of energy, vibration, and consciousness that have catapulted the Earth and all life evolving upon her into higher aspects of the 5th dimension. The success of this essential facet of Earth's ascension process has paved the way for an awakening within the hearts and minds of the masses of humanity that has never before been possible. Through the myriad shifts that have taken place since the birth of the new Earth in 2012, the Earth is now abiding in new celestial and cosmic coordinates. This new position in the universe is allowing humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth to receive powerful, transfiguring solar light codes through the portals of the suns in Earth's lineage. This includes the solar light codes flowing through the portals of our physical sun, our central sun, our great central sun, and our great, great central sun. Due to the amplified frequency of divine light, now pulsating within every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life on Earth, the I Am presence of every person has at long last been able to integrate into the core of purity within the cellular structures of humanity's earthly bodies. His aspect of our divinity is now communicating with us through our intuitive inner knowing in far more tangible ways than we have experienced since our fall from grace eons ago. Now, during this cosmic moment, you and I and the rest of awakening humanity are being given the opportunity to co-create with the company of heaven a divine matrix that will assist the masses of humanity to hear the inner guidance of their I Am presence and to comprehend in brand new ways the profound truth of what it means to be a beloved son or daughter of God. In this eternal moment of now, please join with me and lightworkers around the world who have selflessly volunteered to be the hands of God on earth during this unparalleled facet of the divine plan. And we begin. I am my I Am presence, and I am one with the I Am presence of every man, woman, and child on earth. But I invoke for myself this sacred and holy day. I invoke on behalf of every person in perfect alignment with each one's divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. On the holy breath, all of humanity's I Am presences now merge into one luminous beam of light that is cradling Mother Earth and all life evolving upon her within the divinity of our unified heart flame. I take another deep conscious breath, and instantly I realize that humanity, the elemental kingdom, and Mother Earth are all breathing in unison with me. We are one conscious, holy breath. As I breathe in and out deeply, the integration of my I Am presence is being greatly amplified within me. Every electron, every atom, every subatomic particle and wave of my physical, etheric, mental, and emotional bodies, and all of the spaces in between the atoms and molecules of my bodies are joyously receiving and assimilating this new multidimensional and multifaceted divine light from my I Am presence. As I assimilate this gift of divine light, I begin to realize the truth about me. I came into this world with a very specific purpose. I came to fulfill a mission. I came to contribute to the salvation and the ascension of this sweet earth and all life evolving upon her. I came to love all life free. I now know that I am part of God, and the fullness of my Father, Mother God abides in me. In the heart and mind of God, every single person is valuable and critically important to the balance and order of the universe. Without me, God would not be complete. Without me, the universe would lose its equilibrium. All that I am called to do I will now do with enthusiasm and happiness, for nothing is too insignificant. I am always embraced in my Father, Mother God's love. Never again will there be a sense of futility in my life. I am overflowing with gratitude for the opportunity to be on earth at this time. I am so thankful to be where I am right now, serving all who come my way with love, compassion, forgiveness, and joy. Now, with the amplified integration of my I Am presence, I am able to hear the intuitive inner guidance in new ways. I am very aware that as a son or daughter of God, I am powerful beyond my knowing. This is true because my Father, Mother God and I are one. I now know that all my Father, Mother God have is my divine birthright. I realize that with the divine intervention of my I Am presence, I clearly have the ability to liberate my Father, Mother God's light in every physical and chemical interaction within my earthly bodies. This light is now healing and recalibrating all of the energy bonds within atoms and between atoms to the vibrational frequency of God's infinite physical perfection. My Father, Mother God's eternal light pulsates with divine wisdom that contains everything necessary to set straight the orbit, spin, and electronic charge of every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life on Earth. All of the energy bonds within the atomic realm are now being accelerated in vibration toward the frequency of the new Earth's fifth dimensional crystalline solar light. Through the luminous being of light, formed by humanity's unified I Am presence, every person on Earth is now receiving and assimilating the divine wisdom and sacred knowledge encoded within their own individual I Am presence and their newly activated 12 fifth-dimensional crystalline solar strands of DNA. As this occurs, every person's I Am presence liberates the heart-based patterns encoded within the divine wisdom and sacred knowledge in our fifth-dimensional DNA. As these heart-based patterns flood the Earth, they penetrate into every interaction within humanity and all of the energy bonds therein. These interactions include the relationships of all people, all organizations, all races, all religions, and all nations. All of these interactions are now being liberated into the harmony of a higher order of being, thus greatly expanding the influence of humanity's I Am presence on Earth. Now, through my fully integrated I Am presence and my fifth dimensional DNA, I am able to clearly receive the divine promptings, ideas, and concepts from my Father, Mother God. I know now, through all levels of consciousness, that I am a living light-filled temple of invincible perfection, expressing my true state of enlightened consciousness with every thought, feeling, word, and action I express. I am a being of light, now reflecting God's comprehensive divine love, oneness, unity, reverence for all life, vibrant health, infinite abundance, eternal peace, illumined truth, and abounding joy. I am here and now, my I am presence, tangibly manifesting on earth. As this profound truth resonates in my heart and mind, my physical reality is being transfigured into the love-based patterns of perfection associated with the new earth. And so it is, beloved Father, Mother, God, all that is, I am. I now gently return my consciousness to the room, and I become aware of my earthly bodies as I breathe in and out, slowly and deeply. With eternal peace and infinite gratitude, I allow the amplified divine energies from my I Am presence to be fully assimilated at a cellular level, and I revel in the bliss of this moment.
Okay, there you go. Take a breath into that, please. Whee! Alrighty. How do we like them apples? Where am I? How do I stop sharing? Do the job? Let's find out. How about that? Okay. Yeah, something like that. So, how are we doing? Are you getting the picture? Are you seeing what's happening? Are you feeling it in your own life? Yeah? Is it beginning to make bigger sense for you on a daily basis that the ascension is real, that the world is changing quickly, that you're in the driver's seat for these changes to happen and become a part of your daily experience? I'm still lost here in the funhouse. Where am I? Boom. How about this? Does this do anything? Yes, okay, we're there. So, yeah, okay, I have a moment here to channel for you, which I'm happy to do. And, yeah, we'll finish on a high note, no doubt about it. What I wanted to read, actually, there was one other thing here. Let's see, can I manage this? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Let's have you. Teachers. There. The teachers of God have trust in the world because they have learned it is not governed by the laws the world made up. It is governed by a power that is in them, but not of them. It is this power that keeps all things safe. So, there we go. There it is. Where am I? Okay. Sorry. How do I turn the damn thing off? Pardon me. I don't know. All right. Well, I'll have to figure that out another moment. Anyway, that's the message I want to leave with you here as we come down the home stretch. Yeah, that the world is an illusion created by the mind, and that our heart knows what our mind struggles to comprehend and to understand. And so this is our time, our turn, our calling to listen to, trust, and follow the love intelligence that's in our hearts so that we can pause sharing. That's how I do it. There it is. Take our power back. Yes, there it is. The great quote from Alice Walker, who says the most common way people give their power away is by thinking they don't have any. And yet, on the big screen of life, we're seeing right now that the world is awakening to its power. And the people of Nepal and other places around the world, UK, there's a big demonstration this Saturday in the UK and other places as well, are finding their voices. And I'm not advocating violent revolution by any stretch. I'm all about the love and the light and the peace. And Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. So that, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall inherit the earth. So that's the calling, yeah, that we're trying to respond to, yeah, that the world is meant to be a place of peace, and we're meant to be the bringers of that peace. Stop share. Did not get it? Yes. Okay. Finally. Everything else. All right. So I've got maybe 2 or 3 minutes here. That's plenty of time. A little transmission. Yeah. From planet Earth to where you are. Yeah. Go ahead and close your eyes. Turn within. Take a deep breath. And I'll do the same. God bless you, dear friends. Why not a little peace in your life and in your hearts? Yes. You are the way showers. You are the peacemakers. You are the visionaries. You are the light of the world, dear friends. There it is. So that message once again is listen to, trust, and follow. Listen, meditate, trust, pray, follow, ceremony. Channel started with the water ceremony here. Yes, wonderful. To include these simple, powerful reminders that it has to come through you to come to you, dear friends. So putting out the world you want to experience, the life you want to live, the relationships, the joy, the health, the abundance, the freedom, the passion, the fulfillment of your dreams and desires for yourself, your loved ones, and the world. That's what this time is designed for, dear friends, in ways beyond your human comprehension. And yet, as you do listen to the truth and trust it and act upon it and honor it and speak it and stand for it, so the illusions and the confusions and the separations and the divisions and the contrast and the otherness and all of that will make way to heaven on earth, dear friends. You've heard it many times, people's near-death experiences. They return to spirit, they return to heaven, they come back to themselves, And they don't want to come back into this world, dear friends, because it's so difficult, so challenging, so lonely sometimes, God bless you indeed, so painful, so fearful, dear friends. And yet, you've heard many times and will say again, you who receive these messages are called to bring the light of love from your heart into your life and into your world, to awaken, heal, and grow yourself, your loved ones, and humanity back into a life of peace, happiness, and joy. The contrasts will be there, dear friends, but they will be motivation and inspiration, which they've meant to be all along, for the fullness, the wholeness, and the goodness, beauty, and truth that is your spiritual nature. To express yourself, your truest self, in this time and space is to be the bridge builder, the bringers of the dawn, the way showers, from the future to the present against the backdrop of the past. That's how reality is truly created, dear friends. See that future, hear that music, live that dream. We will celebrate and be with you each and every step of the way. In divine timing, in perfect peace, in unconditional love. There is no other kind. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Okay, 1,000 thanks. Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m., LifeWave, live Zoom. Would love to share that with you. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like to support what I do, you can always make a donation to the PayPal, or the links for LifeWave or listening to Smile Music are there. And I'm very grateful for your time here today. Peace and blessings. Have a wonderful day. Don't we live in a beautiful world? We do, my friends. Let's make it so. Jean-Luc Picard. Peace.